Welcome back to Women Making Waves. Today I have Sabrina Galloway. She is the president, the strategist, and the philanthropist behind the Galloway Group. So, Sabrina, who are you? And then how did you create this brand?
So, who am I? I like that. I think when we talk about who we are, we have like two different sides because I'm very multifaceted with everything I'm doing, but I still am a person. So, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, but more importantly, I think I am a business strategist, a philanthropist, an entrepreneur. And I like to stick to those three categories because it clearly shows the different business entities that I'm in. So when I say business strategist, I have just started a strategic management firm that is hyper focused on leadership development. It's strategic management with small businesses and nonprofits, and I'm really excited about that because that's what I went to school for. Taken the longest to kind of take off because I've done it mostly for my husband in partnership with his companies and the companies that we have together. But now I'm really at an expansion stage where I would love to work with more nonprofits, work with other small business owners to really, really bring my strengths, which is strategy, to what they're doing. The
Okay,
second
so
part, oh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna go into the nonprofit stuff and keep going. But what's up?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay,
Talk
so
to
the
the
second
people.
part, when I said philanthropist, I think that giving back is really who I am at the center of me, like in my core. And so I do it formally with our foundation, which I manage like the day to days, the planning part, and really with our central focus of student athletes. And it started with basketball camps and getting student athletes prepared for school and has really, really expanded to a mentorship programs in the city of Detroit. And now we're growing to expand to do some mentorship programs back home in Louisiana. So I love that. Also with philanthropy, I started my own mentor group with Alternative for Girls through my Lululemon ambassadorship. And so I meet monthly with a group of women from there, and it's all about mindfulness, all about being the best version of themselves as they are high school juniors, seniors, and a couple sophomores. So that's pretty cool. And then as an entrepreneur, I am investing into tech. So I started a VC fund with
Yeah.
one of my friends. Yeah, and so that's like another one. Like, it's it's I'm learning. Like, that is where I feel like I'm back in school and learning more because it's easy to invest because we all have financial advisors or we all have people that are like, oh, this is the next biggest things. But now I'm like, the resources that I've acquired as far as like due diligence teams and mentors that were in Uber seed round and stuff like that, I'm trying to expand that to other women of color, other women like in beauty and tech. And so me and my friend Shakana, we were like, well, we should start our VC fund. And I was like, let's do it. Because we've individually invested, and now we're like, okay, like, let's learn more so we are able to teach more to get more of us into the game.
That's dope because we need more financial literacy all around. And so it's just always helpful to have that perspective from somebody who looks like you. I would be
Hmm.
more inclined to join my sis versus somebody
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we all are trying to group together. So I love that. So I also have to tell y'all, just what do they call it? Like, total transparency. Sabrina is one of my good sisters.
Yeah.
Like, we went through our master's program together. I really value not only her as a friend, but as a strategist. Like, I'm calling her for ideas. We're bouncing things back and forth. And one thing that she has mastered, and I'm always going to her for, is the partnership space. She has partnered with some amazing companies like Lululemon, David Yurman, some urban shoe stores. I mean, how do you do it?
For me, I like to also coin myself a connector because, you know, we're from South Louisiana. And so, hey, how you doing is the start of the conversation, but I'm getting all the way to what you ate last night, where you going, stuff like
It
that.
is, y'all. She's not lying.
So that's really, you know, people do business with people who they know. And so I like to get to know people so we can find that synergy and see where we can do business together. And a lot of those relationships started just like that. Because for me, this isn't the path that I thought I was going to be on. You know, like I went to school, I was supposed to go to law school, like everything should have been super, super rude, like super, super routine. But I've now realized, you know, I'm in a unique space. I'm in unique rooms. So how am I gonna show up and take advantage of it in the best way? And that's what I'm learning to do by connecting with individuals on, you know, a level of Lululemon really started with, they saw the work that I was doing in the Detroit community and wanted that type of representation within their store because it aligned with their brand. And so I said, well, this is great. Like, you know, and that's how my ambassadorship has started. And from there, I said, I wanted to connect. I love Alternatives for Girls. Since moving to Detroit, I was volunteering, you know, during holidays and on a smaller scale and inviting them to basketball games. And then it's grown into this partnership where now we have a mentor group where I'm bringing in Lululemon, which is a company that I work with, and with those girls, because I can, you know, there's an alignment. And so for me, it's just started with that, getting to know people, letting people know where my passions are, where I feel like I'm driven and where my purpose is rooted, and going from there.
Okay, so with all of these projects going on, how do you manage? Like, what helps you maintain organization and your flow so you're able to hit the milestones and the objectives that you want?
I love that. That's so crazy that you talk about managing. And I'm so glad that you didn't use the word balance. The next episode that I'm dropping for Wine with Her, I talk about why I don't believe in balance and how, like, it's more of managing priorities. And personally, I manage priorities by prioritizing and staying organized. I really, really believe in writing everything down, calendaring everything, and not only calendaring it, but giving it enough, like, appropriate time to make sure that I can get it done. And so I have a lot of time where I'm super focused on completing the task, but then I have a lot of time that I put towards researching the task. So then when it's time for like completion and implementation, those are two different processes. Another thing is I am learning to delegate, which is not one of my strong suits.
Yes,
But
talk about that, because that's so helpful. I had to learn about that too, because I am a micromanager. I have a very specific views for my projects, and so it is sometimes difficult for me to let that go to other people.
It is. And so what I realized, even with micromanaging, is writing down specifically what I need done. And I oftentimes delegate the stuff that I know how to do, just in case the ball falls, I can still do it myself.
Right. Hello.
Yeah, but you know, because it's a lot, and I want to be multifaceted. So it's super key to stay organized and be able to break it down on a very small level, so that way I can get what I need to done in the appropriate amount of time.
So you mentioned Wine with Her. You guys, Sabrina just launched her podcast where she's giving you the real tea of being a business person, a wife, and all of the awesome things she's doing. What is your vision for this, Sabrina, and what's next?
Yes. Okay. So Wine with Her is my baby. Wine with Her is a podcast that I just launched. So make sure you guys go check it out. It's streaming on all 7 platforms. And you can also follow updates and everything through Instagram at Wine with Her. But my vision for Wine with Her is that it is, you know, a community of women who can assimilate together, who can cultivate not only friendships, but also cultivate a village around doing life together. I think a lot of times the reason why I do it over wine is because it's a different drink when you're, instead of like a happy hour or cocktails. There's been so many times where I've had stimulating conversation with my friends and with colleagues over a nice glass of wine. Wine is historic. There's always a story behind the wine. And I think that whenever you're drinking wine, you open up and have a different vulnerability. And so I want to create that community for women where we learn about different wines, we experience different wines, and through that experience, we connect.
Okay. You had me at wine, so I'm always here for a good red Merlot, a good Cab Sav.
Yes, that's me.
I am just so excited about the things you are doing, the things you have done. You guys, her information is below in the caption. Go check my girl out, because this is the type of people that inspire you, because their energy radiates the positivity and the success and the grind that we need in connecting. So Sabrina, I almost called you Sab, but
I know.
That's my name for her. You guys will know her as Sabrina Galloway of the Galloway Group.
Yes.
So thank you, Sabrina, for speaking with us and sharing. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for y'all.
Thank you, guys. Please tune in. You can follow me at SOSAB, SEAUXSAB. You can follow Wine with Her at Wine with Her. And just, check me out. I have a lot of different things going on, and I would love to talk to you guys. So DM me, email me. I am accessible and available.
Yay. All right. That's this episode of Women Making Waves.